like Gresham Unleashed. One time for the sickos. I'm all elite with the game from the get-go. Ain't full of no stardust, I'm a real nightmare, bruh. You can meet me at the crossroads. Business is booming, I feel like the hearse and the kid, and they tell me don't hurt anybody. I'm way too fly like Kevin, I could do this all night. Step back, it's a private party, I'm more dirty than dumb with the way I live. No saint like Ricky with the vibes I give. Looking at my watch, it's about that time. When I hit him with the toodles, it's a lot like Tiff. Might as well call me Tony. They don't even know that I'm timeless. AJ Francis, all I really know is first class. $1 million man, two prices. You ain't even over. Shout out to my dogs like Bron. Baby, I'm a limit breaker. You were just a death rider. Can't rest in peace. I saved that for the Undertaker. Proceed with caution, but you ain't Naomi. Can't book the team. Your name must be Tony. IWC say you got to go. I like Jermaine and Gresh. Run it. Let's start the show. Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the click. Gotta get the people what they want. Gotta get Eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm like Seth with the outfits. Coming in hot too live on your outlets. Running these streets like the prophets. Thank God for the new day. Can't stop it. Jay Uso with the yeet. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag like Javon on the young OG. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bring your content on the daily. Feeling like Gresham Unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the Gresham Unleashed podcast. This is episode 139 of the show that brings you the good vibes to the best of our abilities. Joining you as always is the voice that does most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh. And joining me as always is my guy, my main man, my right-hand man, one of the top dogs in the familia. He is also the voice of the Unleashed anthem. Jermaine is on the way. He's stuck in traffic. You know how that goes. I just hit my phone for some reason. But joining me as always is my guy, Mr. Hot Light Real. What's good with you, brother?
What's up, everybody? It is good to be back. Week 2 in a row of being able to do this again, and it feels so great to be back in this position. No, seriously, bro. Like, that's the only thing. I hate that first shift, but I'm glad that they put me back for this reason so I can be back with my fellas. Feels great to be back with y'all, man. I wish I could say wrestling has been the greatest. I mean, it's had its moments.
Wrestling is wrestling at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's honestly, I feel like this happens every year. Because it's October. It's like darn near the end of October. And that's when it typically winds down for us. So it's kind of like, we're entering that autopilot phase. Yeah. With the way we consume everything. It's like, we watch it. Hey, we enjoy what we enjoy. And if we don't enjoy it, we go do something else.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's what it's been like. It's been just like do I need to watch it today or can I just put this on a later time when I'm like chilling? And that's kind of how it's been lately for your boy, where like, if it's cool live and it keeps my attention, cool, you know, but if not, if I got something else productive to do, I'll go right on to it. Like you said, man, do something else, come back to it later. But we here though, man. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff, the dilly-dally on the AEW side, the WWE side, and various other things to look forward to in the upcoming week. It should be a particularly short episode. Because it's like you said, it's not that much for us to really digest. I still have not peeped WrestleDream.
You and me both, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to just catch some of the highlights because I was like, I don't know if I could fork out the 40 right now to just try to catch it in full, especially when it's already passed. Like, it's hard doing that with a replay. You just kind of like, if it ain't
it's
live,
not even just that either. It's more so like I legit just, like you said, downtime. I have not had downtime yet.
Yeah. No, facts. Like, every time I think I do, it's just like, time to go do this. But, you know, I did keep my eyes on those previews. Shout out to them for at least doing that with YouTube, putting like little 2-minute clips to kind of get an idea of what happened. I will say that I've listened to people's reviews and outrage. Sounds like a lot of people weren't super duper happy about this show.
I mean, when are they ever?
I know.
It's online niggas. They are never happy.
This is true. But it seemed like, I mean, I guess when I say that, I mean, like, this is the first time I've heard an AEW show get, like, a pay-per-view, because we know that their pay-per-views usually slap. And this is the first time I've kind of heard, like, a reaction that was, like, on the negative side. Like, where, like, I guess they looked at it as, I think we might have mentioned this last week, but, like, how it's called WrestleDream, but there's not really many dream matches in this card.
Yeah.
You know, and they were it was like I heard it started awkward from the tailgate, still bleeding into the main show. And then, like some of the placement and stuff like that. Some people don't think necessarily that Darby and, Mox should have been the main event per se. I'm like, I mean, based off all that chaos, why wouldn't it be? Shoot, wouldn't you like your main event to end in some chaos?
I mean, I understand the commission with Missouri because there was no blood for a lot of people. A lot of people was turned off from like the lack of blood. In my opinion, it's like I was shocked that it wasn't no blood, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm cool with it. Not like everything. AEW bleeds. A lot of people bleed in AEW so much. I'm kind of desensitized to it. So when I don't see, I'd be like, oh,
yeah, it had the reverse effect of the pop because. Heck, maybe Moxley's getting tired of that bleeding too. Shoot, he's like, look, man, I bleed for y'all ninjas like every single freaking show. Maybe he finally listening to his wife a little bit. Like, I'm gonna chill out a little bit on this.
Man, he don't be listening to her.
He's so dumb, bro. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
But what you call it? They basically tried to drown Darby.
Yeah, I saw that spot, and I see how that. I didn't think out of all the things you would think after him trying to literally burn Moxley alive, Moxley trying to drown him would almost come off like, okay, cool, but it was a major talking point. So I was like, all right, well, it looked kind of silly to me. You know what it gave me? It gave me like, you ever seen the OG Ninja Turtles?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that when that fight scene when I think it was Donatello, I think. One of those ninjas tried to like drown him in the fish tank, and he's just like, and he's looking like, and it's like, hello, do you not know he's a turtle? Like, bro.
And Darby likes turtles.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was giving me, bro. I was sitting there, I was like, he looks like he's more so enjoying this than anything.
He probably was. That's the funny part. That's why I bust out laughing when I saw it. I said, man, I'm pretty sure he pitched this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's not torture. Like he's digging that right now. He's like, this is freaking awesome. Like, yeah, do this some more, Yeah, Donatello. Okay, thank you, Marshall. I thought so because I was like, I knew that was Donatello, I want to say. But yeah, bro, like, I don't know. This match came off like very cartoonish in a good way. It's like that cartoonish violence.
I mean, because at the end of the day, it's wrestling. Like, it's supposed to be cartoonish.
This is true.
People be expecting this stuff to be like bells and whistles and clean, but I'm like, yo, this thing is goofy. Wrestling to me is goofy.
Now that spot right there, though. Now when I saw that, I popped for stuff like that though, because some other wrestler did something similar to that in WWE, I think, where they got yeeted across. Like that. I'm trying to think of who that was. I'm going blank on it right now, but I know we saw a similar spot to that where they just got thrown across like that. And I'm sitting there looking at that and I'm just like, yeah, bro. More of that. That's very Def Jam Vendetta to me. Just yeet, just throw them over there, Makes me want to play that game later. Cause I'm like, bro, like every time I see that's one thing I give props to AEW about. I was actually talking to my homie Stoney and I was telling him, I was like, hey, bro, because he was talking about how he saw Stadium Stampede watching the replays on their vault. And I was like, bro, I like Anarchy in the Arena because, like, it's basically what that was, except I love how they loop the music. And I was like, a lot of people don't give Def Jam Vendetta a lot of credit because
it was open Javon.
Oh, there we go. Javon. See, okay, I was about to say, I knew I saw this before. So we got a couple people, only the Young Bucks, if you notice, pun intended. Mm-hmm. Young Bucks is the only one that can take stuff like that because you already know they're like, hey, we young and we can take that. Ain't no 30, 40-year-old finna do that spot.
Yeah, no.
Yes, they ain't getting up.
Yeah, no.
Bro. No, that was a crazy spot. I expect no less from Darby. I'm just surprised he didn't have like no glass or something when he did that.
JT says, here's the thing. We can't say family-friendly company and do things that are not family-friendly.
True.
The last thing I need is my 5 and 3-year-old son seeing it and trying to do it in school or daycare because kids are impressionable. As an adult, I enjoyed it. And I saw that backlash where someone said, yo, this is something that the kids shouldn't see, stuff like that. On one hand, as a parent, why is your kid watching this at midnight?
True.
On the other hand, they did kind of warn you that this shit was going to go crazy, go left. So don't watch with your kids. They say it all the time. Like JR, Taz, Shivani, they always say, hey, I wouldn't have your kids watch this. So they give you a little warning.
Not to mention,
if they didn't give you a warning, I would feel the outrage. But they give you warning every time you watch the show.
And you got those TV ratings too, because they've always been TV rated, TV 14, something like that.
Yep.
Where they tell you. So it's like, but I mean, I do understand exactly what you mean. You do have to be responsible, which is part of the reason why it's like me watching the Attitude Era growing up. That ain't exactly
I got in trouble.
I was supposed to watch.
I got in trouble. Like I think my brother was watching SmackDown with me, and I think I think Lita was it was the Lita and Dean Malenko segment.
Oh yeah, when he was
they was in the hotel, she was wearing that sexy ass white lace.
Yep.
I think my mom walked in on that. She was like, "Get your ass out of here!"
No, for real. Like surprisingly, man, I don't know how I got away with it because I know what it was. My mom worked at FedEx back then, so like she was working late. I was with my grandma, and so a lot of times grandma didn't really notice. And the only time she would catch something is if a curse word was uttered. But ironically, here's what was so funny. Stone Cold Steve Austin was how I could always fool my grandma because she always seemed to like Stone Cold for some reason. Like every time he'd be like, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. She'd be like, and that's the bottom line. And she'd be like, because Stone Cold said so, right? And I think it helped because my grandfather used to watch that old school Memphis wrestling with like Jerry Lawler and them from like back in
the country shit.
Yeah, so she was kind of familiar, but she didn't catch on to the fact that I was watching Attitude Era wrestling where things was something I probably shouldn't have been watching as a 7-year-old kid.
You saw titties and you saw bikinis and
bruh.
Listen, I appreciate the fact that they protected me when I was a baby. But when I was a teenager and I had access to DVDs, shout out to the women and the women who put me on, who gave me an out of body experience. That's all I will say. Hey man. As a man, I appreciate y'all for having me lock in as a impressionable 13-year-old. I appreciate y'all.
Come on now. Shout out to you.
As an adult, I can appreciate the woman body.
Yeah. 100%. I cannot lie.
Oh man, but nah, yeah. I understand the backlash. I understand. But at the same time, as a parent, watch your kids. Don't let the TV raise your kids. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
That part. It's kind of funny you just said that, given the photo and the situation too. So that
let it fly. But also, what it wouldn't let fly is Samoa Joe losing to Hangman Page. He did not let that fly, and they took that man clean out. What's next for after this is we're likely getting a rematch.
Yep.
Because it took a couple buckshot Larrys, like I said last week, and the ops turned heel.
And the ops are now the ops, like legit. Like, that's crazy. But here's the funny thing. I like it, but at the same time, and I forgot who I heard say this, might have been True Hill Heat, but it was like they kind of booked themselves in a corner here, though, because not only did you just turn Samoa Joe heel, but now it looks like it's setting up a rematch. So if he just lost and now he's a heel freshly, does this mean you take the title off of Hangman, or do you find a way to kind of screw this up a little bit? Like, kind of hard to tell.
Oh no, Joe's definitely losing again.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. That's. I guess in his case, I know I heard rumors of him possibly calling it quits soon.
I mean, they could put the title back on him, but I feel like Hangman's title reign just started.
Yeah, this is true.
And he don't necessarily need a long reign again, but I'm just saying, give him a little something before you take it off.
But then there is the MJF factor when he comes back. So, like, depending on how they set this up, you could have, as a, and this is not my own thought. Credit to somebody I heard bring this up, which I just kind of was like, that wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of make this a little protected. But if Hangman did beat Joe again, or if Joe beat Hangman, have MJF slide in there, cash in, and then now he's got his reign again,
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to remain and see how it plays out. I'm not mad at either outcome, but I thought that was awesomely executed. I mean, blasting Hangman the way they did with that swerve was like, dang, homie.
Yeah, he's bald, so of course he's like, yeah, you got hair, so gotta light you up right quick.
I'm a menace to society, representing all my bald brothers. Yeah, okay, all right.
Speaking of bald, we had Shelton Benjamin.
You got me on this one.
And Ricochet.
You got me on this one.
The Demand and the Hurt Syndicate.
This is the one that you got right, my brother. You got me. I was like, I think I picked the Demand because I thought, I should have known better because they had literally just won. Like, what was that? Collision, Dynamite, I think.
Mm-hmm. Dynamite.
The tag match. Yeah, the tag match, right? So I was like thinking that, okay, Hurt Syndicate's putting them over purposely because, they like the Demand. Stuff like that.
No, the Demand won the pay-per-view. Hurt Syndicate won on Dynamite.
Well, remember, because they had a street fight or something on Collision, I believe. They won that.
Dynamite or Collision, one of the numbers, yeah.
And then I remember you said they won it All Out. That was All Out where the Demand won.
Mm-hmm.
And then GOA won that tag match.
Yep.
So
technically they're like 2 for 2.
2 for 2, yeah. This did make them even. So, I was almost going to pick the Hurt Syndicate, but something just told me like, try the Demand just in case. But I can't go wrong with it. I'll take that L. That's fine.
I'm about to say, as far as the prediction go, it was a three-way tie. All of us got one wrong.
One wrong. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. Mercedes is the 12 Banks money.
Ultimo Monet, as you say. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed that was
have a way at it. I feel like you got some thoughts.
Yeah, no. Okay, well, first off, I'm hearing everybody just kind of like, I get the fatigue of the Mercedes Moné thing with all the championships, and okay, enough's enough. It's time to start dropping some belts. But y'all let this girl just do a thing, man. Let her have her fun. Because, it's kind of funny when she was in WWE, it almost felt like, when's she really going to get a real chance at a run, right? The girl would get a title and drop a title within a matter of a day, a week, or whatever. And this is the actual time from like her whole career that I know of where she actually gets to hold a title, yet along multiple titles for a good little minute. And I'm cool with it because I'm like, let that girl have her fun on this run because you never know. And I even heard people comparing the eras of Mercedes, and they were talking about 2016. It was like 2015, 2016 Sasha Banks. Like how that, nothing beats that version of her. But I'm like, this is a different version in its own way. I wouldn't even compare it to that because I'm like, this is her on the run of a lifetime. She's going around collecting belts, doing what she loves to do. She loves pro wrestling. And eventually, yes, she's going to drop these titles one by one. And people are saying, well, it's not going to mean anything. But it's like, bro, how do you even know that for sure? I think it means a lot. Because literally, if she's trademarking and doing this Ultimo thing, which is a nice tribute to Ultimo Dragon, and you're being a modern day version of that, why wouldn't that elevate talents along the way? Because look at Stephanie Vacate. Hello, she's the women's world champion right now. You think that would have happened if her and Mercedes didn't wrestle each other back before she dipped and went to WWE?
Nope.
Exactly. So it's like, why wouldn't her being on this 12 belt run help other people along the way?
Hell, it's introducing a lot of people to Persephone.
Exactly.
I have no clue who Persephone was until Forbidden Door.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
And ever since, every time I see a match, I'm like, yo, this kid's got it.
Yeah. And that's the point. That's why I'm like, yo.
I also fall for the thirst traps too. Like, you know how people on social media, they be posting the thirst traps. And I be like, yeah, that's a fine woman. But I know how to turn it off and actually pay attention to the work. Like, unlike most people. So
always. But you're right, though. I mean, because at the end of the day, even eye candy aside, like we just said, at the end of the day, this run is not something we should be critiquing on. The only thing you should critique is maybe any match quality, which so far, I don't think she's had a bad match on any of these belts that she's gotten. So just like let it play out the way she, and I hate that I said it that way because so many people say that, but I mean it
like let it play out.
Yeah, like let it play out for her in terms of let her enjoy what she's doing and drop it to who she chooses to drop it to. She beat the record, rest in peace, Jade Cargill's title reign. Okay, cool. Longest reign is TBS champion. So for AEW, guess what? Now that person that they decide to have beat her for that title is a made woman.
Shout out to JT. People who have a problem with Mercedes being 12 belts Monday are small-minded. On the grand scheme of things, it elevates indie promotions and the people she faced. Yep, just like we said.
Thank you.
Because here's a list of literally all the belts, including the Owen Hart Cup Championship. A lot of people don't acknowledge that, but it's a belt. Right. She got the TBS Championship, longest reign as you just mentioned, CMLL Women's World Championship, the Rev Pro British Women's Championship, Queen of Southside Champion. I believe that one is merged with the Rev Pro. I could be wrong. Owen Hart, just like I mentioned, the EWA Women's Champion, Primetime Wrestling Women's Champion, Bestia Wrestling Women's Champion, Discovery Wrestling Scottish Women's Champion, Body Slam Women's Champion, ROH Interim Women's World Television Champion. Why is there interim? I don't watch ROH, but okay.
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, okay. I'm like, what? Interim. Okay. And Winnipeg Pro Women's Championship. 12 titles, 9 countries. And most of them are indies.
That sounds like a solid list of indie promotions to me.
And that's what cracks me up too about a lot of people who like lose their mind about it. They're acting like she went to TNA, MLW, WWE, and just snatched up all their titles. Majority of these are indie titles.
Exactly, bro. And the thing is, was there a problem when Kenny Omega did this?
It was a little bit, but not on this scale.
Exactly. Okay. So not on this scale, but at the end of the day, that's my point. Like why are we doing that? Like, because it wasn't that long ago. I remember people were so outraged that she just wasn't holding on to a title for a long time. And then it was always, oh, she can't win the big one. Oh, this or that. And now it's like, okay, with this angle with her and Chris,
it's the company. It's the fact that it's not the company they watch.
See, and that's it right there. It's not the company.
It's not the company they watch. They wish if this was Sasha Banks, that was 12 Banks, 12 money, 12 belts Banks or 12 title Banks or something.
Yeah, 12 Banks.
They will be riding this entire wave of like, oh my gosh, she's the best in the world. She's greatest. They will love it.
Yeah.
But it's not Sasha, it's Mercedes.
And it's like,
even though it's the same freaking character with
a tweet and a name change, but it's like everything about it is still the wrestler, is still the woman behind the wrestler and the persona, and it's doing the exact same thing.
That's why I'm laughing when people lose their mind, because she's literally biting into the trolls. She's literally like, "Oh, you're mad? Another one, another one. Give you 2 more,
man." And then, it's kind of cool because I enjoy the fact that every time she comes out, there's like a whole gang of people holding all of her belts. Like, to me, that makes the entrance even more cool. So I'm like, bro, stop playing. Just let her have her fun, man.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, WrestleDream overall was solid. Oh, Chris Stat retained her title. And it's looking like they're building to her and Mercedes at Full Gear, probably.
Now, honestly, with that kind of build, we know the match itself would slap because they have that chemistry together. Question is, outcome wise, what would you like to see out of that?
The troll in me wants to see Mercedes win so it can piss people off.
Me too, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
I just want her to piss more people off. But the fan in me, or the one who actually enjoys wrestling, I would not be mad if Chris retained and then they finally pull the trigger on the downward spiral that we've been looking for the past couple of months. Okay. Not the one who just wants her to lose and just be done. I'm talking about the ones who actually are invested in this character and the story that she's attempting to tell. Mm-hmm. If there is a story to tell.
Okay.
And if they don't have a story, that will be the story to tell. It's like she's like, yo, I lost the world title match twice. The first one is to Toni Storm, and the second one is to someone can you imagine her losing to Chris? And she's like, I've beaten you twice. What happened? And she just she used that loss as a way to she starts losing titles. Because she's losing. She's like obsessed. She's like, yo, I beat you already.
You know what, bro? I like that because then it also ties into the trolls that, like you said, with different company, WWE. Then you can say, oh, you can win all of these, but you can't win the big one, the main one. Mm-hmm. And now she's battling herself like, can I really do this?
That's what I'm saying. Like the story is there. Like if they want to go all out with it, pun intended.
That's true, bro. I'm with it. But yeah, solid show.
Overall, I'm gonna try to watch more clips and I'll probably find a perfectly legal website because, like you said, I'm not trying to cop $40-$50 for a replay
or a rewatch. Exactly.
And it's 4 hours. Hell no.
No, not for no.
Hell no. Oh, also, just sticking to AEW before we move to the WWE side. Tomorrow they're going to be revealing the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship bracket.
Okay.
So off the cuff, who you feel like should be the inaugural champion? Should it be a makeshift team or should it be somebody that's established if there is an established team?
My vote would be for TJ.
Okay.
Low key. Only because out of all of these women, they've been like a thing for quite some time, honestly. Like, for real. Like, if we had to say a real tag team out of the women so far, TJ would be one that I would just throw in personally. But that's just me. But realistically, I don't know if AEW is like WWE with the whole star power thing. Because if they're going to do that route, it feels like
Tony and Mina
or Chris Stat and Harley Cameron. That's what it's given. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they give this to an actual tag team. I mean, another actual tag team to me would be like Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Because they too have had that natural chemistry for quite some time. So I wouldn't mind them. But again, sometimes in politics, it's usually the names. So I guess we shall see. How about you, brother? What you thinking?
Like I said, Tony, Mina, just to get her on AEW TV more. Athena and Billy Starks probably.
Ooh, okay.
Or if they want to go with the whole can they coexist thing, Athena and Mercedes. Because Mercedes won another belt and 13 belts Monday. Hey, have her get that 13th belt before she beat Chris Stat and get the 14th belt and then go get the 16th belt and go get the 17th belt and then go all the way to 21 to piss everybody off.
Oh, she gonna be the Boston Celtics at that point, boy.
Exactly. Go get all 21 belts. Go. Matter of fact, Tony Khan, go create some belts and give it to Mercedes so she can have some more belts.
Oh, man.
Bro, that's like I'm going to piss a lot of people off because I'm like, y'all taking that shit way too serious.
Way too serious.
And speaking of them taking shit way too serious, Jey Uso won the number one contenders battle royal to face CM Punk, the other number one contender for the now vacant World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins underwent successful surgery on his shoulder. He will be out. If it's the same injury as Chad Gable, he will be out likely up to 9 months. So he's going to be gone all next year or close to.
Oof, that's a long time without Seth, boy. That's darn near like an ACL injury, low key.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he could get John Cena Super Serum from 2008 injected in his shoulder and just come back early if he wanted to and win the Royal Rumble.
Didn't Cody do that with the pec too? He pulled a super Cody with that.
He got injured in June. What was it? Was it June?
Well, it was Hell in a Cell. I thought that was like, wasn't that like October? I thought
it was like in the middle of the year.
Okay, so I was. Oh yeah, that's right, because it was after WrestleMania, so it had to be like.
It was like May, June, May, June. Yeah,
That's
it was
right.
one of those numbers, but yeah, it was in the middle of it was the summer, and then he came back literally that January, like 6 months later.
Man, gonna be interesting to see what he does, man. I like how Becky continued the story though.
When she called him a penguin face prick.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, ooh, this is how you keep a story going long term. I was like, all right, then. Let's see what happens. But
she said he never trusted. He's just like, what took you so long? Which kind of makes him look stupid. So it's like, if you know he was gonna turn on you, why did you
allow it to happen?
Align with him in the first place if you know how he is.
Probably because he was using him just to get some gold back around his waist, if you think about it, because he hadn't had that title since he lost it to Drew at Mania, the Mania we were at, 40.
Oh, yeah.
So when you think about it, you always want to be on top again.
Oh, yeah, he did say, because she did say he used you.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm about to say, that little line, I was like, wait, why would you see, me personally, I'll use somebody, but I'm like, I'm just going to tell you flat out, I don't trust you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like people were saying, like I heard some people talk about how, Heyman's character is that he's a rat. He's grimy, he's slimy, I mean, you talk about holes in different area codes. He's the definition of all of that. But it's like, when you think about
Mania.
Bruh. And he proving it by telling folks like Braun Breaker and them like, yeah, in 2002, there was a certain rookie who came in and could have demolished everybody in one night. But I told him to listen to me, and in a matter of 5-6 months, he beat The Rock and he became world champion. This and that,
he's like, there was no big dog. Don't nobody remember the big dog, but they remember the tribal chief that I created. I created the tribal chief.
But Paul, sir, what's that you like to say, Gresh?
We watched the product, motherfucker. Yeah, you were brought into the fold, not the other way around. Roman literally said, you literally said, as soon as Roman won the title, I didn't corrupt him. He corrupted me. Mm-hmm. He saved me from obscurity. I'm like, bro, we watched the product.
We watched the product, brother. And we remember the big dog phase very well. He was doing pretty fine without you. We just hated it because it was corny.
People just hated the big dog. It wasn't the fact that you Yeah,
that's it. Other than that, we remember all of that. He was putting on bangers as the big dog too, Later
on, like the early years was kind of rough.
True. Now that's true. You're right. Because early on, it was like, okay, this is just a little, it's kind of like what they're hoping to do with Braun Breaker now, and that's why I'm like, there's a debate of like, hey, well, why didn't he just strap the rocket on him now? I'm like, patience, young fella. There's a reason for this. I'm sure they know that he's ready.
And also, let's switch it back to the Battle Royal.
Let's do it. Yeah,
if Braun Breaker would have won,
okay.
And this is me being like, would people have enjoyed him winning the title right now?
See, and that's where you can have the argument of like what Paul was saying, because I heard some people mention champions at young ages. There's a couple of narratives here. There's the WWE hasn't had a champion under the age of 28 since Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar, right?
Literally. Yeah.
Literally. And they haven't had one under 35 since Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So if that all is the case, then you look at The Rock when he was champ for the first time, he was 26. They say he wasn't ready, but he made it work. Mm-hmm. Randy Orton wasn't ready in his first stint, but look at how his career panned out. There's a lot of cases you can make for people.
Brock was burnt out a year after being on top.
Exactly. And you see how it worked out. So it's like with Braun Breaker, he could sink, he could swim. I mean, yeah, he's got the fans in the palm of his hand now. You know, you hear the dogs barking all over the place. But think about it now. There's only so many times you're going to be wanting to see that spear every week running around and just bum rushing and just before you get burnt out. I'm talking about with him as champion, because think about that. When you're champion, the spotlight's different than when you.
And also look at it like this: the way Triple H has this new philosophy: when you're the champion, you're barely wrestling.
True, that's another thing. You're right.
So it's like, do people want to see Braun win the title now and then him not wrestle?
Yeah, you're right. Because then you're gonna see him all over the press and just all kind of and we don't even know if he's ready for that type of spotlight yet. See, those are the type of things we're not thinking about. Like, hey, can he do press now? Is he able to?
I mean, I've heard him speak. He knows how to talk if you give him if you tell him what to say. Okay,
yeah, I've heard that. I've heard he knows how to. You know, I've seen him on like some stuff, game shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's not an idiot. Let's not call him.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't mean it like that, y'all. I mean more like like, is he ready for that? You know, like Brock. Randy Orton, neither one of them.
Is he ready for the commitment? Because some people get burnt out quick. Because if you hear stories like you hear Bianca Belair when she said she was champion, she was like I'm barely home. Like like I'll literally go Raw, SmackDown. I go Raw, press conference or not press conference, press whatever, SmackDown, because sometimes NXT, sometimes pay-per-view. Morning show right after Raw. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, facts. People thought the John Cena effect wasn't no joke, man. It's like, there's a reason why.
No, sometimes you get you drown yourself into it to the point where you forget how to turn it off.
Legit, dog. And so, I mean, if he won, I would have been cool with it. Because I ain't gonna lie. First off, flowers to Mr. Adam Pearce. Sir, you finally grew a set, and I am very happy for you, sir. You have come a long way from being bullied by the tribal chief, because he used to hold you out.
Like, oh no, he still got bullied.
What? Oh, you mean the say please?
Say please, and he said it, and I'm like,
but see, here's the thing about that.
He was like, or else what? I'm about to say, bro, you about to get fired. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, Brian wouldn't scare my ass. I'd be like, bro, I will fire your ass, bitch.
I will fire
what you thought?
You ain't gonna have no job, son. What you talking about?
You ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna have no job. You ain't gonna have no way to get your fake tan, because I'm gonna make sure your memberships are canceled. You gonna be out of work. Matter of fact, you gonna be joining your uncle and your father at conventions. Now what?
Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, they picked the right ones, because if it was me, I'd be like, hey, bro.
He should have said some stuff like that. But like I said, he got his get back. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he did it to Paul Heyman, of course. But still, the fact that he's like, go ahead, say please. Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Oh, okay. He didn't grow balls. He grew pebbles. Okay.
Hey, he's come a long way, man. He's a lot better, you know. He still gets stressed out a little too easy, you know.
He's a borderline alcoholic.
Yeah, boy, like it's like it's amazing.
Like, hey, man,
him and Nick are like those two uncles, and you got one uncle that's the cool, laid back uncle until you force him to do something that he may not want to do, but he got to do it because you put him in to do it. That's Nick Aldis. He's just like, hey, I didn't want to do this, but since now that you brought it up, okay, guess what we're gonna do? This is how we're gonna settle this. We're gonna take y'all out here and we're gonna settle it out here like this, like men. Meanwhile, Pierce is looking at it as two badass kids running around and stressed out.
Enough. Like, bro, if you don't fire these fools or suspend them and shut up, like, bro, you stressing yourself out. Like, man, the way I would have woo-saw you suspended. Woo-saw, you ain't getting paid this week. Exactly. Woo-saw. Like, bro, I'll be woo-sawing like a mug and slapping discipline.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was like, bro, man, I'm like, yo, come on, Pierce, you gotta stop that. So at least he was a little calm, but he was going off like a pipe bomb in the inside because the way he was mumbling under his breath, I think
and slammed the door like.
I was like, oh man, this guy. But I'm excited. I mean, you gotta admit that title did look good around Braun though. I was like, man, he rocking that title right now, and I was like,
oh yeah, it fits. So
yeah, it fits. Right.
It fits. So how before we move on back to the Battle Royal with Outcome, how do you picture the vision going forward? Do you see them sticking with these two, or you see them adding somebody?
Me personally, like I heard people mention that they should add another person as the more of the mouthpiece, but then I'm hearing people also say like the clear leader of this right now is Paul Heyman, as it sounded from the promo. So I say personally, if you stick with these three, I'm all good with it. But the only person I would add, if I'm adding someone right now, it ain't Austin Theory, it's Ethan Page. Because he's the only guy that I can realistically see that would fit as even though, Ego is kind of on the older side. I guess you could still say the future in a sense. So he's the only one I could see as like a visual representation of what the vision and what the future would look like. If it ain't Ethan Page, honestly, I don't think they should mess with it. I don't think they should mess with it. Unless you get a girl.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can see him put like what Becky said, I can see Paul being petty and be like, let me find a woman to take that title from you.
Yeah, legit. Like, because I did hear somebody suggest that Paul should probably get like 5 people in this faction and they all be like different.
The Dangerous Alliance, basically.
Yeah, but like they're a youth movement in a sense, like like 5 youth, those 2 plus like 3 more young people, and I'm assuming a girl would be in that. But I'm cool with if it's just one more person they add. Like you said, let it be a woman that kind of needs that represents the future.
But I say, realistically, who would that be?
I'm gonna go with an NXT call up because I feel like everybody on Raw. Yeah, everybody I'm thinking about on Raw right now.
Zarya
would fit. Zarya could work. She could work. Or not Lash. I was gonna say Lash, but not Lash.
Nah, that would just be just a randomized parent just because.
It would, bro. It would. Jordan Grace though. Jordan Grace, because she does have the ties to Big Mama Pump. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they could play off like, hey, I looked up to your uncle. I'm basically your sister. In a way, yeah. And she wouldn't have to talk, because Jordan's mic skills are so-so, So like someone like Paul kind of doing the speaking for her, and she just kind of like goes out there and just kicks at it. Yeah, Jordan Grace. I can see Jordan Grace, or yeah, I feel like that's all I can think of from NXT. Yeah. Or they could. I keep bringing her name up every time. If they want to fast track her, they can bring Callie Armstrong.
Ooh, boy, don't play with me like that, man. Hey, don't play with me like that. She could, that she could, and that's funny you say that because she ran track, so that fast track fits. But
that was just me. That's just a spitball. But I definitely see Jordan. If it's a female side, and if it's on the male side, Ethan Page and Ethan. Like I'm saying, I think we talked about it on Thursday as well. Ethan, they don't necessarily. He don't necessarily have to be the fall guy. He literally just be because he's entertaining.
Yeah.
And this was like, hey, he's not the future, but he's the present, and the president is so bright.
This is true. I totally agree with it, bro. And yeah, so guess we'll see week by week how they decide to do this. Hopefully sooner than later.
But yeah, Jey Uso won the Battle Royal, and when I tell you the backlash was so funny.
Oh, they don't like the heat, man.
It's so funny, and it's only online though, because the audience continues to lose their mind.
And bruh.
And that's why I just be laughing, because I'm like, yo, what y'all portray online is not translating to TV
at all. And y'all still watching, y'all still supporting, y'all still like it. And Triple H knows this. Hence why there's a reason why Jey keeps getting pushed. And Punk and all these other folks that are pushed to the limelight. So I'm not mad at it. Only thing I would have done, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of thought and hoped it would have been LA Knight in this position. Because I thought if you were gonna do it, this would have been the perfect time to do it. Because he was another slight different member I was almost gonna suggest. Because in my mind, I thought, he did kind of sound kind of desperate to want to get this title. And that could have been a way to turn him heel and let him still be who he is, but as a heel and be the voice of what that is while wearing the title. And then you still could have set it up eventually for Braun Breaker to take it from LA Knight. But since they're going down this route, I don't know, man. This is a 50-50 situation because I don't know if I'm ready for Punk to really have that title right now. And then Jey kind of did get fairly undid for how he lost
for Goldberg.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if I wouldn't be mad at him getting it back. It's just I know that with that comes all the online backlash, and like you, I welcome the troll because why not? Chaos,
but chaos. Yeah. But online backlash aside, from a story perspective, does it move you as for Jey Uso to be champion again?
Actually, a little bit. I will say a little bit because the story's been interesting as far as his edginess lately and his drive to want that title again, and then the dynamic with Roman and then Jimmy feeling left out. Because again, I felt like this. Honestly, I thought if a Uso was going to win, it would have been Jimmy, because I thought that they were trying to get Jimmy to finally understand what it feels like. Because Jimmy hasn't even had a world championship match before.
Or singles title match.
Yeah. So like, even just to have that would have been something to help him kind of understand a little bit of what Jey is talking about and Roman. But like, I'm not mad at it if Jey wins it. I'm not mad at it if you're gonna continue the story of either Jimmy's jealousy or motivation to want to, or Jey turning into miniature Roman and we're revisiting 2020 all over again in a different way. I'm not mad at either of these outcomes, but I don't know, bro. What you thinking?
I can understand a lot of people's grievances about Jey winning if he lost the triple threat last week.
Okay.
Because it's like, hey, you're rewarding the loser with a second chance. But on the other end, I kind of didn't want to see LA Knight in this position because whoever was going to win this battle royal is losing to Punk. That's how I feel, and it could be wrong. They could just put the title back on Jey. I'm cool with either outcome, but my initial reaction was like, yeah, Jey's losing this.
I mean, he did get pinned, like you said. He literally just last week got pinned by Punk. So To do that again would just be wild because it would be like, so that was the plan behind the unexpected backup plan of one person getting hurt. You know, it's an interesting route to go, but because like I said, in that case, you could have just did it with Jimmy just to switch it up a little bit. But hey, okay, if that's what we're gonna do.
Jimmy saying he didn't lose the belt from helping people, yet Jay was helping Cody every week. That led to that Gunther loss, by the way. Yep, that tag match against Logan Paul and John Cena.
Very true.
Because I remember we kept saying it on this show. Mind your motherfucking business.
Yeah, you see what happened. You got choked out randomly on a Monday Night Raw. So
yeah, it happened on the Raw too. So.
Yeah. So I mean, Jay, brother, best of luck to you. I have no idea. I'll be reviewing that. So, ladies and gentlemen, shameless plug. Tune in for that one. Let's see how that one plays out.
Well, speaking of championships, we have new tag team champions in AJ Lee.
Okay. First off, this is killing me with this AJ Lee thing. I love how y'all are really just like inserting this woman's name in what's literally their name. It is so funny. Can we just rant briefly here about this Raw tag division?
Go for it.
Okay, for the fact that the last time these dang titles were defended, bruh, was freaking summertime, and here we are in the fall. June, bro, summertime, and we're in the fall, damn near close to Christmas. And these titles just now got defended. And and I just knew, I was like, yeah, we're getting new champions. Because I was like, these ninjas ain't defended these titles in forever. Just like when the New Day lost it to them. Because it was the same case. Yep. Like, Trip, what are we doing here with this Raw side? Because SmackDown, I mean, well, no, yeah, they've defended their titles a whole lot more than Raw. Now, sure, sometimes it's rinse and repeat. You know, sure, we've done the Wyatts and the Prophets 1,000 times over, but dog, like, why are we letting these titles just be on autopilot? And you got like, where the heck is Brutus and oh boy,
who?
American.
American Alpha Academy, American Made, some shit. Yeah, American Made.
All of them. Julius and where they at?
Oh, the Creed brothers.
Yeah, the Creed brothers. Where they at? Somebody know? Anybody?
Backstage.
Cause I'm like, yo, they a tag team. Why we ain't seeing them yet? Like,
we got the new team of Los Americanos, formerly known as Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, yeah. Wow. Who would have thought this is how you use those brothers? You're going to put them in American-made masks and just, whatever, cool. But they are a tag team. So, and then you got the War Raiders, which I'm like, okay, who's cared about them for like, I don't know, the last several years? I can't even remember the last time.
Well, it didn't help the fact that they had like 20 name changes in the span of a decade.
Yeah, you're right about that too. True. So, and then New Day, it breaks my heart because I'm like, man, I'm not gonna say the word that Jermaine told us to stop using fumble, so I'm not gonna say fumble, but
okay, I'll use another one. They fucked up.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because I'm really like, how do you have? And it's crazy because we got the end of the year awards coming up, so need I mind you that qualifies for these awards as moment of the year, and I'm trying to figure out. How did you have a moment like that to set them up to be this team that is just low-key a jobber team and faded into black? Background, nothing. And I thought when they were champs, at least we were going to have some banger matches with some people. Nope. You brought the Usos back, by the way, randomly, and Jay's still trying to get his World Heavyweight title back. So them ain't the Usos that hey, you know, we were the longest reigning tag team champions, by the way. So you would think Jimmy and Jay would be like, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and chase some of this gold. You know, let's go get our tag titles back. Nah. Jay like, bro, I'm trying to get my world heavyweight title back. So bump that. Bump the tag team. So that's what I'm like, either Triple H hates tag teams or he hates Raw. Which one is it?
I busted out. I just laughed, right? Because, remember once upon a time we used to say that about Vince?
Yeah, we did. And no, because real talk at NXT, we thought Triple H loved tag teams with the way. Remember, they did the Dusty Classic. They did all. Matter of fact, where is that? Because NXT ain't even doing that.
Man, NXT got so much going on. I don't think they have time.
True. It don't help with the TNA stuff because that But and then you got a partnership. Why don't you borrow some tag teams from TNA or something? I don't know. Find a way to make this pop off a little more. Some kind of way. Like, this don't add up to me, man. Or call up OTM and all of them. They just got back. Shoot. Where's Fraxium?
Well, Axiom was just on NXT competing for the speed title.
Exactly. I just saw that. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Did we forget about Frazier? Like, what the heck's going on, man? Like, if you see a tag team, you see the same tag teams. And then after that, everybody else just fades to black. And I'm like, okay. Either y'all got to merge this.
Again?
Yeah, merge it again or figure something out because this is ridiculous. Like, bro, I can't have tag team champions that I forget about because as much as I love AJ and Rock with Dragon Lee, I know I'm going to forget that they're tag team champions within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, who's the tag team champion?
Because I keep forgetting that Julia is the U.S. Women's Champion until she's on my TV.
Exactly.
Which is a very great sight. But I digress.
Her and Kiana. Yeah, I agree. But that's beside the point. Because the thing is, what you just said proves that point of we had this rant like a couple years ago, bro. We talked about all these titles. And AEW, this falls for you too. Because the fact that y'all just added women's tag team titles, I'm happy about it, sure. But I'm also nervous because I'm like, bro, how long before we're like, okay, these are showcase, and then we barely gonna know who the heck tag team champions are? Like, there's only so many consolation prizes that can go around. Okay,
there's only so much time in the wrestling show, so it's like I need these people to just be more strategic.
Yeah, bro. Like, you don't need this many titles, or just find a way to kind of go back to the Attitude Era a little bit with the hot potato to make things unpredictable or something. Like, if you're going to defend it, like if the Wyatts are going against the Street Profits for the 3rd, 4th time in a row, switch it up to where the Profits actually win and it's not the same old rinse and repeat of, oh, Wyatt's got the number game. Here we go. Boom.
Yeah, and that's just where I'm at now. Like, if I see the same thing over and over again, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to turn it off.
Yeah, walk away, turn it off, go do something else. That's all you can do, bro. And it's like, I'm not even trying to say this to complain. I'm just like, yo, really? Like, this what we doing again, man? Like, y'all ain't tired of this? Like, all right, cool. What else, man? But that's it, man.
Before we move on to SmackDown, props to Maxine Dupree. She held her own against Becky. I gotta give her her quick tens on that one. Like that. I think she did a bridge into the ankle lock. Like, she was in the arm bar. She did a bridge and transitioned into that ankle lock. I'm like, yo, that's some good shit. Like,
hey,
I will definitely give her props. Like, she has definitely been putting in the work in the Dungeon 2.0 with Natalia and TJ.
Yep. I'm trying to tell people, man, she's going to be the next Trish Stratus. And I hate to say it like that, because we never want to say the next anything, like the one and only Maxine, but I mean that more so like
she's going to be the than she is now.
Yeah, like if everybody can remember 2001, like it wouldn't surprise me if she did take that title from Becky out of a surprise, right? Hear me out when I say that. When Trish, I'll never forget when she won that first championship at Survivor Series, ironically during the Alliance invasion thing, right? Like, literally, you had Jazz, you had Molly Holly, you had Jacqueline, Ivory, Lita, right? All those women, every last one of them had experience 10 times over from Trish's. And also, they were all former champions. And Trish came out on top. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't even ready to have that title at that time, but she won it. And all it did was boost her confidence and make her into the person she molded herself to be.
So I feel like in ring wise, she didn't lock in until she turned heel in 2004.
And I could agree with you on that, bro. I could agree with you. I mean, like, I will say she has some bangers in her babyface era because remember now, Victoria brought some stuff out of her too before that heel turn.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just talking about like really as far as like fluidity. That's when she really locked in was when she turned heel.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's why I say when I see Maxine, I think I wouldn't surprise me, man. She's got that 2001 Trish vibe going where everything. If you look back from the very beginning of her being Maxine Dupree, the LA Knight's sister, if you will, right? And just a valet that was kind of in the background, and then more of a valet, but kind of showing that charisma along the way, and then starting to get in ring. And you were kind of like, what is she doing in the ring? She shouldn't be in there because she is not good. To Natalya saying, hey, let me train you. Let me get you right. Dungeon dolls, all of that. And
I was one of the ones who was like, this is not that good.
Yeah.
And it was just from my visual point of view. And then, but I can also be that DI. They'd be like, yo, she has improved.
Yeah. And I love it for her, man. Hopefully we get to continue to see the elevation from here. Like I said, it would not surprise me if WWE did, try something by giving her that title just to see if it boosts the confidence and makes her even better from there. But remains to be seen. We'll see what happens.
And once again, shout out Becky Lynch for basically giving her room to get her shit in. So
yes. Yeah. Props to Becky.
And also, speaking of getting things in, Nikki Bella is back.
I jinxed myself, bro. I was just like, hey, whatever happened to Nikki Bella? And then before you know it,
you can look, but you can't touch.
God dang it, Dwayne. Why'd you say something? There she goes. Dang it.
We're definitely getting Nikki versus Stephanie at some point.
So you sensed that too.
When she cut that promo back, she's like, "You as champion, you have to watch your back." I'm like,
"You're like,
all right,
you ain't fooling me.
You're not fooling me." I knew that immediately. I'm like, Stephanie, don't be stupid. She about to turn on you.
Yeah, man. Dang, Steph. Well,
Stephanie saved Stephanie.
Exactly. Let me ask you, speaking of which, her match against Roxanne, did you think that was in a cruise control kind of vibe? Because I thought they were pretty solid.
No, it was solid. I enjoyed it.
Okay. I heard somebody say that it felt like they were moving kind of slow, like both of them, not just one or the other, but like they weren't feeling it almost, but it was like kind of just.
Now, I think Stephanie tweaked her knee a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that she was limping. Yeah. Same thing with the wrist. I don't know if she was just selling that to sell it or what, but like, hopefully that title ain't jinx, bro. I don't want women getting hurt that have that title.
Right. But I enjoyed it. Like, one thing about it, Roxanne don't have a bad match.
Facts.
So, hey man, I'm cool with that. Speaking of not having a bad match, welcome back, Ilja Dragunov. Switching gears to SmackDown.
Oh boy! First off, I like the longer hair. Shout out to him for that. It was like he came back from. He kind of reminded me of like Trunks when he came out the hyperbolic time chamber. And the hair got a little long and he got a little more.
Has it got longer? I feel like it's always been this long.
Was it? I don't know. It looked a little longer to me, man.
It probably was because he's been out for a while. So.
Yeah,
and like also he probably grew it longer because he shaved the beard.
Now, all right, does that work for him? Because you know how we get about people shaving their beards.
Oh no, he started off without the beard.
He did. You're right. He did
in the UK. Okay. So I'm not against the beard. I'm like the beard made him look a little bit more ruthless. Mm-hmm. but him with a shave, clean face, and now the dragon tattoo around his neck.
Around his neck, yeah. I was gonna say I peeped that, and I was like, oh, he got the tattoo on the neck. All right.
That brother, and he came back looking like a super soldier. So hey, man,
yeah, bro.
I'm cool with it.
I'm excited for this run with him having his title, the U.S. title. I do hope they continue the open challenge even with him. Not gonna lie, if Oba ever answers that open challenge and Dragunov is champion, that's gonna be a hell of a night, baby. I can't wait. But dang, Sammy, I guess they starting to prep him for that Royal Rumble win now. I knew he was gonna drop it eventually. I just didn't think it was gonna come that soon. But I like it for the shock value.
If the reports are true, I think he pushed for it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, because it's getting close. I mean, you got Survivor Series. They got to start building him up for that future title run. So, we'll see how that plays out. But Solo is interesting, though, because I wonder what that now means. Is he going to just feud with Sammy, or is he going to try to come after Dragunov to get that title back?
He took out both of them, so he's like going to feud with Dragunov, and Sammy's probably going to back him up.
You think Solo ready for those problems? Because that's the dragon we talking about now. I don't know if Solo ready. Even Solo may be Samoan and all, but I don't know if he ready for them problems.
He better learn today. He better learn today.
Today, I'm like, I hope your cousins and them got you ready for that, because that is not gonna be fun for you, John. Like at all.
Nah, man. I'm happy for that Dragunov's back. Like it definitely has added a nice little shakeup to SmackDown that has been desperately needed. I'm here for it. So
yeah. Hopefully SmackDown continues to get those. They're doing good so far. Shout out to them.
Yeah. But also continue shouting out to Jacob Fatu. He is out for the foreseeable future with a non-wrestling related injury, so they wrote him off.
Yeah, I heard. Man, prayers up for our boy Jacob, man, because his rocket was getting right back to that point. And it makes me wonder if he would have won that number one contender match if it hadn't been for that.
Probably,
yeah. Well,
or they would have set up a triple threat.
I wouldn't have been mad at that. A triple threat would have been cool too. I don't know. Like they're gonna miss Jacob though, because like that Cody only has so many opponents, right? And like you just said about shakeups, like this is kind of why it's like, hey, Oba, wherever you at, if they about to give you that call, yeah, we might have to get them on up there. I want to say Trick, but I'm not ready to say Trick because I'm looking at Mello and I'm like, I don't know about that yet. Yeah, Mello scared.
Trick might be safe. Respectfully, he has the height that they like.
True.
And the size that they like. So I feel like he won't. I won't say he's gonna be 100% safe, but I feel like he won't have to jump as many hoops as Mello.
True that. Well, I guess if they do some of those call ups, definitely Oba, possibly Trick, and we just talked about Ethan Page, but that's more for Raw if they do the Vision route. So they got to figure something out. They're going to need some contenders ASAP. We know they still got Randy Orton in their pocket with that, but...
Which they need to stop dragging their feet. Like, bro, just hurry up and pull the trigger. Dang.
Yeah, pull the trigger. Because, dude, like, you're taking too long. Like,
to the point where I'm just like, I'm going to care, but I'm going to be like, damn, about damn time.
No, seriously. And again, this is where I'm starting to miss Kevin Owens, yo, because, like, Kevin Owens would have been perfect right now for some of these slots, but, get well. Hopefully you're getting better. But nonetheless, I got to figure something out, man. We need some fresh new challengers for Cody, And, hey, speaking of that, great shot. That Negro pulled a real heel move doing that, by the way. Man, I was like, Cody, you ain't slick.
I mean, they gave him some edge that a lot of people been clamoring for.
Now that's true. They gave him edge. But dang, man. Like, you gonna pull the belt and just, yep. I'm just gonna, get disqualified. Because baby faces don't often do that. They don't often get disqualified on purpose like that.
Hey, man. First time for everything.
That's true. So, oh yeah, and shout out to his tribute to The Rock wrestling in dress clothes, because
I'm like, bro, where's your wrestling gear?
Yeah, I'm like, you passed the Cody today. You passed the Cody came out to wrestle. All right, I would ask that man if I ever got, be like, bro, tell me, because I feared for my life when I saw you jump from the turnbuckle in them church shoes, and I said, all right now. I don't want you slipping off them things. I say, tear a ligament, something, bro, because them church shoes is not easy to wrestle in at all. So I'm like, hey, bro, your mama gonna get you for that. Don't ruin up the good church shoes now. So,
the doors of the church are now open.
Come on now. Amen. Let's go.
The doors of the church are now open, but the doors to this show is closed because I think that's all we got.
Yeah, well, what they got? We got Halloween Havoc this weekend.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all you. What you looking forward to the most?
Okay. Well, definitely old Tricky Ricky. Tricky Ricky is what we call it. I'm looking forward to that matchup between these two. Right. It's very predictable in terms of the outcome. I'm pretty sure we know that Ricky's going to retain. Spoiler alert, but should still be exciting. Should still be a fun contest between the two. And as some people say, this might be Trick's like call up, maybe
like Swan Song.
Yeah, it could be a Swan Song.
But they also have Obo on the poster, so is he going to pop up?
It's funny because we haven't seen or heard from him since he lost. So you know me, bro. I did see the live matchup with him and Omos. So if they do, I'm just saying, hey man, bring that to television if you're gonna do, Obafemi and Omos, the ruler, because like let those Nigerian brothers go at it one time. Because I've been waiting on that one. I was like, when they gonna pop Omos out to come up against the ruler? That'd be kind of cool.
So NXT Halloween Havoc is going down this weekend. Mm-hmm. It says 3:30 Mountain Time. So what is that? Like
that's
7 o'clock our time?
Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, because that's 3 hours, not the usual 4 like LA. So that's kind of So we should be
like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah, about 6, 7 for us. So sounds about right for our time.
So they got JC Jane versus Tatum Paxley for the women's championship. The Broken Hardys versus Dark State in a Broken Rules match for the NXT Tag Team titles. Like you just mentioned, Ricky Saints versus Strick Williams for the NXT Championship. Mm-hmm. Ethan Page versus El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.
Right, yep.
It'll be a Day of the Dead match for the NXT North American Championship, a street fight, basically. Zarya will be substituting for the unfortunately injured Sol Ruka to battle Blake Monroe for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Interesting.
And Javon Evans and Leon Slater will team up to face Mr. Iguana and La Parker.
That'll be fun. It seems like on paper, from what I'm seeing, should be a pretty solid show. I'm looking forward to reviewing this one. So shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all tune in with us. We're going to be in this Saturday.
I will not. I will be out of town.
Yeah. Well, shout out to me and possibly, whoever I get to pop on with me if they, got some time on their hands. But if not, if it's just your boy kicking it solo, pop in with me anyway. We won't be before y'all long with these type of shows. We just going to briefly run through, give our thoughts, see what we like about it, all that good stuff. But I am excited, man. NXT Halloween Havoc. Let's see if they give us an actual show or if this is a show that could have just been on CW. We're going to have some fun with it. And it's a great way to send you guys into Halloween season real smooth.
That is next week, literally.
Yeah, crazy, right? Like,
Yeah, this month literally just came and went. That's
it came and went. Like, bro, we almost in Christmas, and I'm like, what? Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, Mariah Carey is thawing out right now.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Mariah Carey, song of the week.
Yes. Good old
Before
song.
we get up out of here, like for those of you who are new around here, we usually give a song of the week that pretty much keeps us moving for the week. And hey, if you're so inclined to add your song of the week, if you're watching with us live, throw it up in the chat. If you're watching on demand or on Spotify, leave it in the comments because I believe there's a comment section. And if you're listening on Spotify, nevertheless, song of the week for this week. What you got?
Whoo, man, there's been so many songs that I've been listening to this week, and I'm trying to see what one come right to mind. Go ahead and drop yours first, bro. I might have to get my phone. I might have to be like Jermaine did. I might have to get my phone. Be like, oh, hold that thought. Let me get my phone while you tell the people what it is. Hold on.
I'm not gonna hold you. I've been listening to a lot of Doechii. I don't know why.
Doechii. Okay.
But hey, her denial is a river. Is hilarious to me because she's just ranting and venting. But I'm not. That's not gonna be my song of the week. My song of the week this week is gonna be "Peekaboo" by Kendrick.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna hold you. I know what my song of the week gonna be because I ain't gonna lie. I played that mug. I'm gonna go. I was just talking about BMF earlier, right? So I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been listening to that BMF theme like crazy boy, because Charlie Wilson killed that thing. Charlie Wilson killed that little intro. So it's Wish Me Luck. Charlie, Uncle Charlie, 50 Cent, and then it's an extended version. So a lot of y'all, if y'all never really listened to it in full, to anybody that watches BMF, if you haven't really listened to it in full, there's actually a longer version where it's 50's verse, but then you also have Moneybagg Yo and you have Snoop Dogg. So it's actually pretty cool listening to them and all, especially the different flows. But that's just gonna be my theme for this week. Yeah, that's my song.
Hey man, and that's our song of the week. It's nice little smooth rap flow if you want to do that, and that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another installment of the Gresham Leash podcast. 9 to 9 10, I will not be here next week on Tuesday. We'll definitely talk about it off air. But if I do show up next week, it'll be late because I got to work.
Okay.
Like I became important at work. But hey, man, nevertheless, we're still going live every single week because that's what we do over here. We have a blast as always. If you haven't already, make sure you guys tap in with Highlight, HILITE, Life.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know how to spell that, LIFE for some reason. But hey, man, make sure you guys tap in that. Make sure you guys tap into Mike Mayhem Music as well.
Yes.
And he's always dropping some stuff, and he is currently working on some stuff. Make sure you guys tap in with that. Make sure you guys tap into the post show this Saturday. It will be after Halloween Havoc. I scheduled it for 10 p.m., but he could go early. Just turn on notifications, on wherever you listen to us live, and just hop in the chat when you can. And make sure you guys tap into Public Enemies this Thursday. I will not be there. Like I said, I will be going away. I will be going out of town this week to celebrate my birthday. I will be 31 when I come back.
Hold up. We're not finna dismiss that like that ain't no big old thing, my G. Hold up, my boy about to beat our big 3-1, son.
Hey, man.
Let's go.
It'll be 31. 31
baby.
Like 31. But man, we definitely going to be celebrating with the family this weekend. So I'm probably not going to consume any wrestling this week. So after Wednesday, I'm probably not going to consume anything wrestling related. I'm just not going to hold you. I just probably won't care enough. But we will definitely, the content is still flowing. Make sure you guys tap into Public Enemies this Thursday with Graham, Ben, and Jizzle, CJ, if you want, and maybe Cujo. He may fill in for me. He may not. Who knows? But it's still going to be a good time on Thursday. Make sure you guys tap in with yours truly at his Gresh, AO's Gresh everywhere else, Gresh Unleashed Pod. We're on the road to 600 subscribers on YouTube, all the good stuff. Make sure you hit that download button so you can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast, and or just simply visit www.gressunleashed.com. And with that being said, make sure you guys stay safe, make sure you guys stay vigilant, make sure you guys don't do anything stupid, but nevertheless, spread love, be love, and accept love. But with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets, and remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Y'all be breezy.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, or maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's gonna help you in your future? All you gotta do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.